Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode of Beyond the Mask. So I managed to catch Scream 6 yesterday, and even though I'd love to express absolutely everything I thought about the movie in this video, I'm not allowed to until Monday, as the embargo only lifts then, and rather than me sort of skimming details for you guys, I'd rather just go fully in depth on Monday. So today, rather than do a review, I thought I would appeal to those of you that are concerned about this movie. And I was one of those people. I had my issues with Scream 5 and my excitement for 6 was a little bit short due to that. So what I would like to do with this video is list 5 things that Scream 6 does right, and a couple of things you should prepare for without giving any spoilers away whatsoever. So if you're concerned, this is the video for you. So first up, Sidney's absence is extremely well done. I read some people on the comments in my last video basically saying they missed Sidney in the movie and her absence was pretty notable. Whether that opinion remains for you is another subject. As someone who was disappointed Nev wasn't in the movie and was fully expecting the movie to have a huge Sidney-shaped hole, I actually think the movie handled her departure extremely well. The way it was handled was so well written that I actually smiled when she was brought up. The story doesn't really need her at all. The movie did fine without her. Secondly, Sam Carpenter shines in this movie. I know some weren't fans of Sam, and that was a concern for some when building to this movie, you know, that she was going to be the head and you weren't a fan. Let me just say the material she had in 5 was poor compared to this movie. She really does have so much more to work with in the movie, and in my opinion genuinely develops into an interesting character, one that hasn't been dealt with in the genre before. Thirdly, nostalgia isn't overdone. I genuinely felt Scream 5 literally hammered down on the nostalgia factor quite heavily, so much so that I was fully prepared for Scream 6 to be a rehash of Scream 2, and that isn't the case. The movie looks and feels different. They actually do have some callbacks and references, but it doesn't feel forced on us like the 5th movie did. Fourth, all the new characters shine. One of my complaints about 5 was how underused some of the newbies were. I enjoyed Sam and Tara, but Mindy and Chad were quite irrelevant in terms of overall plot. In 6, the 4 new characters are the heart of the movie. Their dynamic is well done, and even the new additions actually receive a lot of development to actually make you genuinely care for them as the plot goes forward. No one feels like they've been introduced as cannon fodder, and the writing is quite strong in terms of characters. Fifth, legacy characters aren't just there. I felt with Sidney, especially in 5, she was just there for nostalgia. In 6, they bring back Kirby Reed and Gale Weathers, and they genuinely make them worth the inclusion. I can't speak much about these two right now, but their inclusions don't feel shoehorned in, and it feels like an example of quality over quantity with some scenes. As a bonus, here are 2 things that you should expect that may be negative for you. Number 1, there have been reports of extreme gore, tons of bloodshed and so forth, and it's really not that bad. It's no different to what we've seen before. I may be desensitized to these things now, but there was genuinely nothing that made me look away. Number 2, it feels quite far away from Scream. There's no emphasis on being like any of the previous movies. It's very much individual, and so the basic tropes that made Scream what it was aren't overly present, but it still works extremely well without them. But there's no trivia, there's no what's your favourite scary movie and so forth. I'd say this feels like the most realistic entry to date, but it's different from every other movie and different to what you are expecting from a Scream movie. So there you have it. I wish someone had done a video like this for me before I went and put my mind at ease, but here it is. If you're worried, I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm extremely honest when it comes to these movies. I'd love to hear if any of these are something that you were worried about beforehand. So leave a comment down below. As usual, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, I've seen this movie before, not this movie.